Sorry, I'm not athletic for this. Bro, check out this game. It's called American Arcadia. From what I keep getting told, it's basically the Truman Show. Have you watched the Truman Show? No? Me neither. But this game is just like the Truman Show. I hope you're as confused as I was. No one ever explained it to me. However, everyone I explained this game to is quick to tell me, oh, it's like the Truman Show. But I've never watched it, so I lied. Like a liar. What American Arcadia is, if you don't know yet, is a near-future puzzle platformer made by Out of the Blue Games and published by Raw Fury. In about 6 to 8 hours of gameplay, you play as two main characters. Trevor Hill, a run-of-the-mill suburban office worker, and Angela Solano, a stage technician, who we love. 'Cause she's Puerto Rican. Don't argue with me. During this run, you play through their different perspectives where Angela attempts to help Trevor out of his captivity in this continuously live-streamed world called, you guessed it, American Arcadia. As Angela, you play in a 3D perspective where you explore this near-futuristic world outside the Arcadian Dome, solving puzzles all in the hopes of freeing Trevor. On the other side of that coin, you play as Trevor, trapped within the Arcadian Dome as an unwilling participant in this live show trapped in the 70s. You were literally locked on rails as you try to escape the dome using side-scrolling platform mechanics, adding another nuance to the gameplay that allows you to feel as trapped as he is. Most will feel these controls for Trevor to be reminiscent of other great titles such as like Inside or Limbo. Of course, there are more, however, they serve in the place of prominence. The story is conveyed to us from the future as our two heroes retell their experience in armchair interviews, seemingly for a documentary of the events. This is played well to create the feeling of participation in the preceding events and for quick jokes as the game flashes between their perspectives. The overarching story is clearly the game's main focus. I want to spoil some of them now, but I also want you to play the game and report back to me, I'm tugged and I hate it. The puzzles and platforming never seem to step on the toes of the story at any given moment, allowing someone to achieve the entire experience with the satisfaction of watching a good movie play out. While this is a pro for the story, it did mean that the puzzles never felt particularly hard, and I was able to solve most of them after very few attempts. For me personally, it served more as actually a weak point of the game. However, when the game did ramp up the difficulty, it served as the most memorable and enjoyable part of the whole experience for me. In my particularly favorite moment that felt as though the difficulty was ramped up was when you were tasked to control Trevor and Angela simultaneously. All takes place from Angela's perspective. You control Trevor, who you can see from a dual monitor on your left, actively sneaking away from the interceptors. Imagine RoboCop vibes, or at least I think that's what the joke was, and maybe Banged Up Beastie Boys, I think was another joke. I can't remember exactly. I think it was something like that. You control Trevor from the left monitor, sneaking away from those guys, the interceptors. Simultaneously, Angela's being interrogated as a potential mole within the company. This requires you to look at different monitors to answer questions, splitting your focus. During this segment, both act upon a timer of events, causing a strenuous flick back and forth between monitors, leaving you gripped in tension as quick decisions feel vital to the moment. While it was never too difficult, American Arcadia offers a fantastic story experience. Rich in cinematic moments and comedic playoffs, made by Out of the Blue Games, this puzzle platformer provides much for the casual gamer. And with 6 to 8 hours of playtime, it's well worth the $20 it charges. If any of these words I am saying to you now have gotten you raring to go, pick up American Arcadia today, or be kind and tell a friend. I appreciate you, as always. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you another day. Outside of the dome. Peace.